Oh, you haven't heard? She's overseas on assignment.
Really?
Yes, really. Dorian sent her there. One would have thought that Dorian would have wanted to do something like that herself, you know, groovy Oriental experience. But no, she sent my little fortune cookie instead.
Well, you must have a very persuasive lady.
Yeah. Thank you. These grounds feel a little lucky to you tonight?
I certainly hope so.
That's why I lost a bundle the other night. Got to figure out some way to recoup. Excuse me.
Oh, good.
Will you marry me?
Yeah. Do you have Edwina's permission, dear?
What, Edwina's permission? She's all the way on the other side of the international date line. I mean, it's yesterday over there. Or is it tomorrow?
If you're asking me, at school I don't think I could memorize the 48 capitals of the states.
I think it's 50 now.
They got Hawaii, did they? My goodness.
You are a riot, you know that?
Hey, bro.
Thank you.
What are you doing here?
What do you mean?
I mean, you disqualified.
On what grounds?
Maybe he's too intelligent for the rest of us.
Oh, come on.
Forget about any ideas you had, Marco.
What do you mean?
Well, let's just say, don't be surprised if you run into a few dead ends. You know what I mean?
Look, I know Mr. Lester said that he wanted those signed tonight, but would it be okay if I dropped him off at the office tomorrow morning? You see, I've got to get home and change and get ready.
Grand opening at the end.
The treasure hunt. You're going to be there, of course.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Well, make sure you have your invitation, because publicity is and the security is going to be very tight.
Oh, now, wait a minute. I have no idea where I put that invitation.
Well, if you can't find it, give me a call, and I'll let Glenda put it on the guest
Listen, you better do that anyway, because at this point, I can't for the life of me remember where I might have put it.
Okay, bye.
All right.
I can't think of anything else, can you?
Just 1 point, Scott. Relax. Calm down, will you?
Oh, I admit it. I don't like it. I feel very uneasy.
Why? All you have to do is make sure Rinaldi's in the hotel garden at precisely 10 o'clock. My men will take care of the rest.
Meaning?
Do I have to spell it out for you? The time has come. David Rinaldi must die.
Have to be so severe.
Scott, we've been over this 100 times.
I know. He has to be stopped. Why with his own gun?
Simply needed a weapon that couldn't be traced to anyone in our organization. And he'll be unarmed. Now, to make sure there's no misunderstanding between us, here's the entrance to the Vernon Inn, the lobby.
We've been over and over this.
And here's the formal garden here. We'd prefer that you lead Rinaldi as far away from the building as possible so that no one looking through these French doors could observe. And you should be sure that you don't walk too close to him. Our man's an expert shot, but we don't want any accidents. And, oh yes, after the shooting, be sure that you do what
I know what to do. Call for help, and then do whatever I can for him.
And in calling for help, create enough confusion to give our man at least, say, 2 or 3 minutes to get away.
Well, will there be any suspicion that I'm involved?
How could there be? You're an innocent bystander. You may have been killed yourself, no? If you had gotten into the line of fire. In fact, that might be good to use while you're babbling over the body. Time to go.
Lose something?
Well, it sure would seem that way. I understand you got yourself involved in quite a poker game last night.
Oh, you heard, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty high stakes for you, wasn't it? Playing with Ace of Buchanan.
I won.
Thought you and I had an agreement that you were going to keep a low profile while you were staying here.
David, I was practically bulldozed into that game. Mr. Buchanan insisted that I play with him.
Really?
So what was I supposed to do? Tell him that I couldn't come? Make up some reason for not being able to stay? Besides, I think it's time that I started coming out in the open. I mean, I like this place, but being around here 24 hours a day, copying off scores and getting India ink all over my fingers isn't an idea of a good time.
So you're still determined to stay here in Landview?
Yeah. Why are you so worried about me staying? I mean, you said yourself you tried to find my cover, and you couldn't. Now, who else is going to try? And if they do, they won't be able to. And I have a job. You've given me a job, so I have a logical reason to be here.
All right. All right. I give up. However, you are going to have to try to find some other place to stay.
That's fine. That'd be great.
Which brings us to another little problem, doesn't it? Because you're not going to be able to afford much on what the Philharmonic pays you.
Well, I have other sources of support.
Oh.
But you don't want to know what they are, do you?
No. I don't think I do. All right. I'll tell you what. I'll put you in touch with a couple of real estate agents. Why don't you come by the rehearsal hall tomorrow morning around 10 o'clock?
Okay.
I give up. Oh. Incidentally, how did you get along with Asa Buchanan?
Well, fine. Of course, if he would have known that I'm part of the Democratic government in San Carlos, I don't think he would have been so receptive. I did like winning his money, though.
Yeah.
I like the idea of getting back a little of what he stole from us.
I can imagine.
Are you going to be late?
No. No, Simon, I am not going to be late. Now, I want you to stay put, all right? Don't want you wandering all over Landview until I can personally orchestrate your coming out party. Understood?
Yes.
Okay. Have a nice evening.
All right, would you just keep still?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, that should do it. What, Asa? What is wrong?
Oh, I'm just trying to figure out a way to recover that money I lost at San Carlos. I'm sorry, Becky Lee. I'm not good company, but I tell you, that whole thing has got me madder than a wet hen.
Well, honey, I've never seen you this upset about money. I mean, it's not like we don't know where our next meal is going to come from, Asa.
Sit down, Becky Lee. There's something for you to know that's kind of important. You know, most of that money's going to go to your son, Drew, and I recover it. And I'll tell you something else. It's mine. I don't care what they say. I didn't steal it from no general or nobody. And when I catch those thieves, and I'm going to catch them, I'm going to give 10%, a tithe, I think the good book calls it.
Right.
I'm going to establish something. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a children's zoo or, you know, give some equipment to a hospital. I'm going to put it all in Drew's name.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's real sweet.
Hey, Becky Lee, what do you say we spend a cozy evening at home tonight and shuck off all these fancy clothes and sit in front of the fire and
Well,
I'll watch you feed little Drew.
Yeah, I think those people are really expecting us, and Brad would be really disappointed, you know.
That's all right.
Yeah, oh, and here's Clint.
Hey, son.
Becky?
Hi, Clint. How you doing? Where's Vicky?
She's waiting in the car. How are you?
Okay.
And, the boy?
Oh, he's fine. I tell you, the smartest kid I ever saw.
Well, wait a minute. What about Kevin and Joy?
Well, them too, maybe.
Clint, do you think it would be okay if you and Vicky went on without us tonight to the party?
What's the matter?
Well, I think it's jet lag or something. I'm really exhausted, and Drew's been fussing all day. I think he's coming down with something, so it might just be better if I just stayed home.
Well, my very own invitation to tonight's festivities.